Paolo, back post, could he get his first goal? What a finish that is from our new signing.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we have got the 2033-34 season preview, looking at the transfers that we've made and people who've also left the club as well going into this season. And also we've got a game today, or possibly two games, one against Sheffield United and then one away from home against newly promoted Southampton. We'll have to see if we can get onto that game. Hopefully we can. It's a nice opening day. Finally, we get some easy fixtures, and yeah, these opening fixtures for us look really decent. Taking a look at pre-season, very good for us. Standard. I don't think I've lost in a pre-season, and I don't know how long it's been. I've won all the games here. I mean, I know it is pre-season, but like if you have these good starts, it's going to take you a very long way. And then this pre-season was no, it was mine actually. So yeah, every single preseason game I have managed to win. Pretty impressive stuff, to be honest. So we're going to go straight into the transfers, see what's going on there, and go and have a look and just get into it. So most of the transfers happen quite early on in the summer. To be fair, if we go and take a look at the last transfer window, obviously after this Figueres signing that we made in January, 50 million pounds. The next signing we made very early on, we brought in Pedro Paulo, another Brazilian wonder kid who we brought in from Palmeiras. Yeah, Palmeiras we brought him in from. I mean, he's just looking like an amazing player. He's already got the ability. Really good attributes about him. Really fast player. Very small player, nimble. You know, he's going to be moving around in those gaps. That's what we want him to do. We're going to go a little bit more advanced on the midfield this year, I think, because we're playing that three at the back. If the wing back is going to step up, sure, the midfield can go and step up as well. Hopefully, it can pay off for us. Pedro Paulo, really decent player we've got there for how much was it? 15.5 million. Brazil are just, I'm absolutely in love with that country. What a place to go and sign some players. And then the next signing brought in James Ward, 30 million spent on him. Maybe a bit of an over payment, to be honest. We brought him in from Manchester United, as you can see there. He's played a few games last year in the league for them. 30 million euros, decent fee. He can play on both sides. Got some decent attributes. Still a lot of potential to improve. He's got the good attributes for a wing back though. And if we go and take a look at his scouting report, he could improve and become a real leading player in this team. And in the Premier League, he gives us a lot of depth as well. Helps us with depth. The fact that he can play on both sides. Overall, a very useful player with lots of room to continue to develop. Going on to the next page, the final signing. Not really been too many signings. We brought in Amadou Onana. He's going to fit into that halfback position. Really good overall attributes. He's played for Man City for a number of years. I think it's a very good signing. In on loan, recovering all his wages, and I think we've got a pretty decent deal, to be honest. 31 years of age, so lots of experience, good attributes, and a very physical player who's going to get really involved, and hopefully we can get the most out of him in this season. So the players who have gone and left us now, I'm just going to check. Yeah, none of them have gone on that side of the season. It's all on this side. First player who's left, Salso. He's only with us for one season. He didn't really impress too much last season, to be honest. And for 33 million pounds, I think it was. Yeah, 33 million pounds we got for him. He has gone to Al Hilal and 750,000 per week. I'm sure he's not going to mind that. Yeah, pretty good turnover considering we spent what 9 million on him, and yeah, we can be happy with a good bit of business there. Kenny Coker has gone out on loan. Hopefully he can go out and have a fun time there at Dartford. I mean, it doesn't look like he's starting, to be honest. What's his role saying? I'm not really too sure what his role is. It's not appearing here, but he's already got a goal off the bench and team in the National League South. It's a league below what he was playing. How old is he now? 28, 29, I think. Yeah, 29 years old. Hopefully he can go and have a good time there. But for as long as we are in this career, we are going to just see what he goes and does. What a legend. Next player we have sold Romeo Lavia. We brought him in a couple seasons ago for £30 million, £23 million actually. So it never even rose. £23 million, sold him on for 51 million after 2 seasons. Good bit of service for us, but I think it was reasonable to move him on. He's gone to Man City, which is a pretty bad deal, to be honest. Like, we're giving him to one of our biggest rivals. He is a very, very quality player, but I mean, I think the money we got for it was a very good deal in the end. We also had to look at the wage bill, because we've added about 1 million to the wage bill, but that's come through us stabilising the funds. We've got a lot of transfer budget now. We need to stabilise that wage budget. I think everything's good now, and letting him go to Man City, very, very good deal in the end, in my opinion. So that's all the transfers made. Few more looking to come in, but you can see them there. We just have to see if they'll come in the end. We're going to go and play this first game of the day against Sheffield United. Hopefully we can start off this huge season with a win. So the team for this game against Sheffield United starts with Lebrovic in goal. We've got a backline of Sergio, Van de Ven, Figueres and Stanley, Onana, Paulo and Letournier in the midfield. We've got Maurizio Jose on the left, Paz on the right and Milosevic, as ever, up top. Kick-off here in this game against Sheffield United. Huge season ahead for us. I mean, I think we have built a really, really good team now. We've got good players all over the pitch. I mean, the positions we were doubting, defensive midfielder, Lavia has moved on. Brought in Onana. I think he could be a really good option for us, and if he can have a good season, then I think we need an elite defensive midfielder, and I'm saying that if he can have a good season, then we really could be on for something, for finally some trophies, and I think that has to happen this season. Surely it's going to come eventually. It's been 8 seasons, I think, where we haven't won a trophy. Now the 9th season. Pretty crazy, to be honest, but it's all about the process, and hopefully we can reach it eventually. Very quiet first half for us there. The other 2 positions we're looking at nailing, like, oh no, the speed's gone up because I was looking at doing pre-season, but the 2 positions that have been floating around with is where Maurizio Jose is now. Paulo, back post, could he get his first goal? What a finish that is from our new signing, Pedro Paulo, to make it 1-0. It's a lovely finish inside a minute of this second half, a lovely goal. And is he gonna complete that midfield? What I'm trying to say is it's been a pretty hectic start to the second half, but we needed to nail on that midfield. I think Meslic dropping out, I wanted to move on Meslic, but he's just not going to go anywhere apparently. Dropping to the bench now, really good utility option off the bench, and I think he could be good for us there, because we know he can play there. But getting that midfield secure, so Onana, very elite defensive midfielder, Letournier, who's already developed really well, and Paulo, who's, I mean, he's scored already. He's said for himself what he can do. Getting that nailed on, very, very important. I think he might have let us down a little bit, possibly last year. I'm looking at this right and left winger position, because we've got good depth there. We've got Morales and Jose on the left, and Paz and Cusqueta on the right. It's just who's going to find their feet and be a consistent starter there. Paulo, again, has nearly scored an absolute screamer. Is he going to have like 50 goals for us this season? He's going to be like Billy Fuster, if you can remember him from many seasons ago. If he could play well there, then we have got a real gem in Pedro Paulo. But yeah, nailing on players on the wings. I mean, Paz has probably been the best player there, but I'm a real big fan of Cusqueta and Maurizio Jose. I know we'd say we would play him at striker, but he's good on the left. He's demonstrating it here. Playing him on the left is possibly a good idea. Morales as well, young player of the year. He's tipped to be alongside Letournier. Milosevic, he's made it 2-0, and he's one player who I've never had a doubt about switching out, to be honest. We could have gone and bought a really elite striker, but Milosevic. If a player is scoring 40 goals in a season across all competitions, then I don't think you need to replace him, to be honest. Getting these wing positions nailed on, I mean, Morales, I think just switching them around might be the way to go, because we still score goals as we have done in this game. It's 2-0 here. Jose has got I thought Jose might have got that assist there. No, it was switched over, I think. You know, Paz has got an assist here. Jose's had a decent game. Everyone's been pretty good overall. Morales will probably break back into this team. Young player, South American Player of the Year. He was in the next gen list, top 3, I think he made it. So they clearly rate him. He's tipped for young player alongside Letournier this season. He's just going to be exceptional, but it's just getting them nailed on, knowing we can get specific things out of them every game. But I think it's also really good to have that depth on the pitch, because Paz was here when I came. He was going to be signed already. Jose 18 million, I think. Morales 15 million. Cusqueta around 15 million. So what's that? 50 million across the three players. Having that off the bench is always going to be so useful. But I would like to get them nailed on because I am the type of manager who I want players to be fixed on. I want a very secure team. But if that's the way to go with them, then maybe we do already have an elite attacking force. It's just about whenever they want to turn up and play well. I guess that's the way to go. But I think we're good to go this season. Very good squad. I'm very happy with it. If Onana can turn up, we are seriously going to have a good season here. It's Milosevic in the middle. He's put it just over the bar, but them every position is basically covered now. We had an offer for Lebrovic, but I was like, I don't want to let him go. He's an elite level goalkeeper. Last year, third in the Golden Glove, I think he came, and at 33 years of age, I don't think there's really a better keeper you could sign at the moment, to be honest, for a reasonable price. And we signed him for 30 million, and that return on investment has been absolutely immense. I think we've got an amazing team here. Hopefully we can challenge for a title. Milosevic is through. He's missed it twice off the back of the defenders. We might go once again there. Figueres getting nothing of it. One player I would like to see develop is Figueres, actually. We signed him for quite a lot from Real Madrid. Had a bit of a bet on him, and he's not been exceptional, but if he can have a good season here, he's going to become an elite centre-back. He's come through the Real Madrid academy, I'm pretty sure, or he might have come through a different academy but signed for Real Madrid, but he must be an elite player to go there, and hopefully can have a good season. All of them at the back as well. I have not mentioned the back line, but I think we have built a very secure back line there this over the last few seasons, and that's probably why it's position I'm not thinking about at all really. Opening game there, it's a lovely 2-0 win against Sheffield United. Exactly the result we want to start off our season. Let's go and play this next game against Southampton. So the team for this game against Southampton, we're going to see a few new players. Obviously substitutes and that we need to get a show of them. The team on the pitch from the off starts with Lebrovic in goal, backline of Sergio, Van de Ven, Figueres, Stanley, Onana, Paulo, Latonia in the midfield. Can Paulo play as a Mazzala, by the way? Oh, we can, right. He might have to swap over, Where can Latonia play? Right. We might have a bit of a change there shortly. Jose on the left, Paz on the right, Milosevic up top. New signing, Estival on the bench, another Brazilian wonder kid, of course. Why wouldn't we be signing them? You may be familiar with him. Chelsea didn't want him, all these teams didn't want him, so we went and signed him. Finally, he had to settle for us basically, but we brought him in, decent player, and he had a bit more of a better stats overall before when I was looking at him. But I think he's a good option, especially off this left. He could be really good, good finishing, good pace, good dribbling, left-footed, and Jack could be a really good player off that side. One player I was looking at, I'm gonna have to show you now because it's gonna annoy me. This player, I mean, I don't know if you've heard of him, Lamine Yamal, something like that. Was trying to sign him a few times last year of contract for like 100 million. Didn't want it at all. Let's go and play this game against Southampton. Kick off here in this game against Southampton. Bit of a slow start in the last game out for us, but hopefully we can start off well here, get a few goals, and just see the episode out with 6 points. Get back to winning ways. I think at the end of last season we had a bit of a tough time, but I think we should be back, and there's definitely a good chance for us in this season. Milosevic is there as ever, and if there's a reason why we would win a trophy, it is because of him. We have to do it with him. The free agent 3 years ago it was now. This is third full season, I believe. Let me go and take a look actually. It is, if we take a look, fourth full season. Is that what it is? Yeah, fourth full season. Yeah. We need to win a trophy with him. Our 2.5-star boy. They don't rate him at all, but he got the golden boot last year. Hopefully he can go and do it again here. He's given himself a very good start to the season with those 2 goals already in these games. 2 of our 3 goals, and he is the best striker in the league, apparently, better than that Haaland guy. And if he can keep scoring for us, then I think we're on for a trophy. Hopefully, I just hope we can go on and do it, because to win some trophies finally, I don't know what or when or how, but it's got to come eventually, and I will not give up on this Leicester team until we do. It's a very long process, and yeah, we're going to definitely fulfill it. One day. Southampton have pulled a goal back here in this game to make it 1-1 after 20 minutes. Bit of a poor defending at the back. A few players still getting settled in to the new season. We need to just let them relax and see what we can go and do in the rest of this game. Ball in, Paz Milosevic is there again. He's just put it over that time. Sometimes he does miss them. He does miss them sometimes, but yeah, luckily that didn't go in for the Southampton players here. We still sit third in the table, and we've got some really nice opening fixtures. If we can take our chances with that, set ourselves up well, we could be on for an amazing start to the season. Milosevic, can he stop scoring, please? Milosevic, what is going on with you, my friend? 3 goals already this season. His second of the game inside 25 minutes. And it's absolutely remarkable. Free agent from Bristol City. I bet they are absolutely raging that they released him. Ball in, Van de Ven, back post. It's 3-1 inside 30 minutes. It might have been disallowed. Van de Ven might have just strayed offside there, and hopefully he hasn't, to be fair, because 3-1 inside 30 minutes would be the perfect start to this game. The goal will be checked as ever, but the arms are in the air. The goal has been awarded. 3-1 inside 30 minutes. It's a lovely start to this game for us. Just before half time here in this game, it's 3-1 and we haven't even seen any involvement from the midfielders. It's going to be the attackers display by the looks of it. Milosevic there on for his hat-trick. He just puts it over the bar, so close to getting our 4th of this game, and his 3rd. Maurizio Jose, 2 assists already. Paz with the assists as well. Maybe they're starting for the next couple of games until we just decide to drop them out and play Morales and Cusqueta. But having that depth on the bench, I don't think we have loads of depth, but we have good depth. That's what's important. Players get injured, stuff like that. Nothing you can really do. You're only ever going to make 5 substitutions in a game, and I think the players we have to bring on are probably the players I'd bring on even if I had a full bench. We've got a bit of money to spend. We don't have the spend the money. They don't want us to spend the original budget. I think I've already done that anyway, but they don't want us to spend it this year. Just taking it in our stride, see what we can do. What a ball in that is by Van de Ven, by the way. The header from Milosevic couldn't be kept down in the end. We could sign a few more players for some depth. I mean, looking at the pitch, I don't really know where we need one. Maybe another centre-back, because Gutierrez is injured at the moment. But we've got attackers. We've got Meslick in the midfield who can easily slot into any 3 of these positions. We've got the wing-back who we need. We've got Gutierrez who can, when he's not injured, he can play centre-back and in midfield. I think we've got the perfect depth, to be honest. We don't even need a striker because we have none other than Jovan Milosevic and because Quetta, he played well there for a while when Milosevic was playing behind all them. Milosevic up front is the way to go, though. I think he's just an elite striker. Paz there at the back post, getting a goal for himself as well, proving why he needs to stay in this team. It's 4-1 at half time. I think we're going to make some early changes and bring on some of these new boys. So we're going to bring on Ward. I think I'm going to play him on Stanley's side because he's right-footed. He is natural on that right side, and we'll bring on Estevao as well on this right side. I know Paz is on a goal already, but make them half-time changes. Rest the boys for more games coming up. We don't want to make them tired too early on in the season. If we can make these changes whilst we're 4-1 up away from home, then there's no reason why we shouldn't go on and do it here. Southampton knocking the ball around, though, might be giving us a reason to not make these changes early on that right side. They'll look to try and make a bit of an attack, a bit of defending needed in the middle. Figueres needs to win his header, and it's handball instead. He's not won it with his head, he's won it with his hand. The penalty will be checked in. Hopefully this doesn't go, because even though we're 4-1 up, we don't want to concede 2 goals at all. That is not what we want to be doing. The penalty is awarded, and I don't know what it is. Lebrovic is amazing at saving penalties, but Milosevic is always missing penalties. Maybe they need to swap roles or something like that. Lebrovic has the chance to save it. He's done it again. Every penalty he saves, it's crazy. That's why I've not sold him. I'm genuinely the reason why I've not sold him. 2 penalties already this season, 1 in pre-season. He's just absolutely ridiculous. I must have seen him save about 10 penalties, and I must have seen Milosevic miss 10 penalties. It's not our thing, I don't think. Well, maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. Not really too sure. The score's still 4-1 here. Maurizio Jose down the line to Sergio. He's going to look to try and play a ball in. Where will he go? Goes to Estevao, who's come on the pitch here, and off his left foot, he goes to Figueres. Figueres goes back to Van de Ven. He's got Cusqueta out wide there. He goes to Sergio. Lovely ball in. Sergio will try and deliver it. Instead, it's defended off Southampton defender here. Now they'll try and get out from the back. We can put on a bit of a press and win it back. We could be through on goal here. Got many men behind the ball. Back to the goalkeeper it goes, and now where will this go? Wrong ball from the Southampton goalkeeper, you think. Bit of a mistake here, and we could catch him off his line, but Southampton are trying to start a bit of an attack here, knocking it around. What they're doing, through on goal now. That attacker finds himself, but luckily Figueres comes across, and it's forced to save from Lebrovic. No way should we have let him run that far. into our own box. Poor play from us, to be honest. We need to sort that out a little bit. Not been the day of the midfielders, to be honest. They've had a pretty boring game considering we are 4-1 up, but it's exactly the type of result you want going into the season. You want to be picking up when you get a start like that against teams like Sheffield United and Southampton. Exactly the type of result you want, and it looks like we are going to get a big win here away from home. But they're going to try and threaten us once again on the attack, and it has snuck in. And do they still have a chance in this game? 4-2 the score. Still some more work to be done. 70 minutes gone in this game. Sergio's through on goal, and he gets a goal as well from left back. He's having a great start to this season. He's really broke into the team and solidified himself. Obviously, we had loads of left backs. We had Vinicius, who was here for a long time. He broke in over his spot, forced him. Well, he didn't force him out of the club, but he basically took that role. Didn't really start before that. Took that role and has been really, really impressive since then. That goal has been disallowed, but he has had a great game overall. And the defense have been. I mean, we've conceded too, but their attacking output has been very good today. Overall, it's just been an amazing display. And even if we've conceded the 2, we've scored the 4, and we're going to come away from this this away game with all 3 points, exactly the result we want. And it's been a pretty long game, to be fair. Lots of highlights going on, different things, but if we can get over the line, get this win, it's exactly the result we want at the start of the season. Ward playing a ball in there, Paulo in the middle. He won't win his header because he's like 170. Sergio plays it to Maurizio Jose. He's going to look to cut in. The Tournier, edge of the box. He has the shot and he's at the crossbar. Very, very close to getting another goal for us in this game. A few more changes are going to be made for us. We're going to bring on Meslic. The Tournier will be the change there, and yeah, he's a youth academy product for us. I think he's come from a Belgian club, is it? Or a Czech club actually. If we go and take a look, yeah, Czech club. I thought he might have been a youth product, but I think his ability has definitely. It's not as where it used to be, and we can't really sell him on for much. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. I don't think we're going to bring off Milosevic here. I don't know what to do really, because we brought on Esteval. Maybe Cusqueta is not going to play in this game. Jose off for Morales. Maybe we'll bring on Cusqueta for the final minutes. We don't want to bring off Milosevic whilst he's on a hat-trick here. 80 minutes gone. Amazing display from us, and what more could you ask for really though? But Southampton might try and sneak back into this game here. They find themselves on the attack down this left side. They'll try and continue. Don't want to let them square a ball. That's what they do. The shot bounces off our defender. Luckily now Esteval has dropped deep here. On his debut, he's had a decent game as well, to be fair. We've had a lot of involvement on the ball. Milosevic coming deep as well. We know what he can do when he picks up that ball and just creates chances. Really, really impressive player. It doesn't need saying. It doesn't need saying what he is, to be honest. What a player. 90 minutes gone. I think we'll bring on Cusqueta. I feel quite guilty when I don't bring on players for the rest of the game. Milosevic not going to get his hat-trick probably here in this game, but he's had 3 goals in 2 games across this episode. What more could you ask from him, really? And there he is again. Seriously, what was I thinking when I signed him? I know what I was thinking. I gave all of them trials. He was a decent looking player. I thought, you know what, bring him in for utility to cover for who was playing striker then? It was Ty Clark, that's who it was. And that's exactly what he's become. Ward, Meslic's through on goal. Could he break back into this team? A goal here would help his efforts. Fortunately, he's put it over the post, playing in the Tournier's role. The full-time whistle is going to go shortly. Overall, it's been a very, very dominant display and a great episode for us. 6 points on the board, and we can be very, very happy with that. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.